Welcome back to the Scrim Nights here, also presented by Server 76, who help a lot of the community out. So it's, of course, Doctor with Bobby J here. We've got another game with Ancient Templar here on Kings Road, taking on Versus. They might say...
Yeah, opening Widow here, though, for the offensive Versus Trade. If they can stick with his Widow, it's going to be a lot on him here to open up with pick. So if Ancient Templar get themselves caught out here, if he can land some shots here, that could be really key here for them to push in.
Versus not wasting any time. They've already pushed in through the gate, and Plex finds himself posted up here in a nice position, getting some shots down on the back line, forcing a lot of Ancient Templar to move across to the left-hand side behind the hotel. So let's get some shots down on the back line. So, and they need to push on and be aggressive here, Ancient Templar out of field. And Project does that, taking out Beza pretty early on, and now they're going to move forward and pull the trigger with Wuvo taking out control, Alt-Salt.
Yeah, and they put that aggression on pretty quickly there because they expose themselves. Spoons lands that hook onto that opposing hook on Beza. They commit on him, take him out, and then from there they immediately apply the pressure to Versus here, which they push forward, and then immediately Project identifies where that Widow is, goes up, shuts him down in that area. Because that can still be a threat. Even if you're losing a fight, a Widow can still get a really key pick, especially on King's Row, where that spawn advantage is hugely in the favor of the attacker there.
Impresight's being used here by Plex. As you can see, most of the members from Ancient Templar on the left-hand side, hiding behind the hotel, still trying to avoid the shots from Widowmaker. And the supports are pushed fairly back here on the archway, so they can keep in a safe position still to heal their teammates. As Beza gets hooked in here, Wuvo takes out Plex. They can pull the trigger now. Ancient Templar will be a lot more aggressive as they're forcing Versus to go back towards the gate and closer to the hotel.
Yeah, the fact that Wuvo was able to get that pick onto Plex on that Widow is absolutely amazing shot. So credit to him, that was a really key pick for them there. So they're able to follow up from there, but he played a little bit aggressive when he was boosted there, so gets himself picked out from the fight. Now, he's probably going to be able to make it back, especially with that sprint of Soldier, so it was an okay trade for them there, especially since they've kept applying pressure there from Ancient Templar. And now Plex has been forced off into this Tracer. It can work really well on this point of King's Row, but that usually relies on a lot more fast heroes.
Oh, well, you can't, if he wants to make it work, you can't get hooked like that from Spoons, so that's a lot of members that have been thrown down to the ground from Ancient Templar due to the Earth Shatter. The Spoons hits the whole hog. He's going to push people away. He pushes Control Soul ult with a nano boost over the top of the fence.
That was all Trimming. That was all Versus play. They got the Earth Shatter off. They boosted Control Alt-Salt. He goes for the charge, and then Saphira sleeps him mid-charge, almost point blank on that wall, and saves Sparky from that charge. So they'll be able to turn around from that. That was all in their play, but that one sleep dart won them that fight for Ancient Templar.
Wuvo opens up the exchange on top of Beza, so they're back to the drawing board with Control Alt-Salt getting caught in far away from his team. So they have 2 minutes and 13 seconds to work with Doctor, which is Versus. They have 4 ultimates, so they can still pull this out.
Yeah, with the Graviton Surge and Pulse Bomb combo, and especially the whole hog as well, they're going to have a lot of stuff here, and it's going to be a Ancient Templar. They're going to have to play some pretty big plays here, really. Maybe get a pick early on. They might need to play a little bit aggressive so that they don't get caught out by a really big combo that's ready to go here for Versus.
Okay, so the 2 supportive ults with the Sound Barrier Nano Boost does Ancient Templar. Plex is going through the hotel, flanking around here. He's got the Pulse Bomb ready to go. He throws it down. It's not going to pick up any members though. Wuvo gets the kill on top of Odie. He gets himself a double kill, triple kill for Wuvo. So the defense still holds strong here for Ancient Templar.
I think Oz Rhino's got a bit of PTSD here from these defense matrix eating his Graviton Surge in CG. That was the key ultimate they needed to push through Streets Fades against Ancient Templar on Tuesday. And again, it was what they really needed there. They needed to land that Graviton Surge, but Project just tracking him down with that defense matrix, denying that grab. That was the key one again. They need to make sure they don't telegraph that he's going for that play. He can get a Graviton Surge out, but just be a little bit more sneaky about it and not be like so obvious that you're going for it sometimes.
Plex has switched onto his 3rd character this game. He's now on the McCree, and the self-destruct's going to come out from Project, landing right in the middle of the checkpoint, picking up 2 kills and low harm Beza. Spoons is there to follow up with a hook and a kill on top of Plex. So defense, I've said it just before about a minute ago, still standing strong, and they have a Sound Barrier to work with as well. But 4 ultimates on the side of Versus.
Yep, they're going to have to do a lot with this fight. So the Sparky was playing around that the statue side, and that ultimate came from Project from the main point, and then his Earth Shatter's behind them, so a really good combination there. Now they need to use this whole hog, break this shield, and then allow Control Assault to get a really good Earth Shatter off. Then
a boost on top of the Roadhog here for Versus with Beza. He's pushing forward. He's separated a lot of the members here of Ancient Templar. Plex is able to pick off Wuvo. Spoons does the exact same on top of Lohars. The Earth Shatter's going to come out now for Versus, but the whole hog coming from Spoons again, pushing a lot of people away. He's been very critical with his whole hog spoons. It's going to allow his team to get the victory here on defense. With the seconds ticking down, it's going to be too difficult for anyone from Free Agent A, aka Versus, to get onto the checkpoint. So successful first hold here for Ancient Templar.
Yeah, really well done by what they did there. We saw that they went through that little lobby, and they just rotated. They rotated around the front of the point, they went all the way around the back and came around the back and actually got a pick from Spoons getting hook onto the support Lucio there. So really well done by Ancient Templar because they had the beats down, they were whole hogging, they even boosted as well. So they used that nano boost there as well. So 3 ultimates completely denied by some really good rotations from Ancient Templar. So they need to be a little bit quicker there from Versus to catch them out of position, instead completely losing a lot of value just from the fact that they walked away from a combo and they didn't need to worry about it because there was so little time. And they managed to get onto the point before they even started capturing a third of it.
There's a tall order now on the defense of Versus. So what hero makeup and composition would you like to see from them?
I think you're pretty standard, looking at certainly similar to what Ancient Templar ran. They really need to make sure they've got the Diva, which Ozrano has already selected up here. They're going with the no Lucio strat. This can work out, you just got to play it really well. Zenyatta is a good healer. He has the Discords, which increases your damage, so if they focus targets down really quickly, it can absolutely destroy an attack. But you are... Oh, no, never mind. He's going back to that Lucio. So, going back to the typical stuff, I'm 50-50 split on the Zenyatta right now in the current meta. Lucio is extremely strong with that speed boost, but there is a lot of unused potential of a Zenyatta right now in the current meta.
I personally enjoy Zenyatta. Why do you think he's not played as much?
Lucio speed boost. Lucio speed boost... insane. If you don't have it and you're playing into it, you are behind already. And you need to have some amazing positioning and amazing coordination to deal with the fact that you're down that speed boost. But if you manage that, you're up 30% damage on focus targets, and you're up a little bit of healing on your primary targets that you really want to keep up. So it's a big trade-off, speed boost, and Transcendence could be said a little bit less valuable than Beats because Anna right now is just so prevalent with that nade, just denying that healing that Transcendence needs to do.
We're both going to stick with the Hanzo after shooting in the I can't even think of the arrow. You can probably mention it.
Sonic arrow.
Sonic arrow, there we go. So minus points for me and plus points for Doctors. We're going to start fighting on top of the checkpoint now with the shields cracked for a Control Alt Salt. Flake gets the first kill of the exchange on top of Plex. As the fight's still going to continue here, Control Alt Salt's going to be taken away as the shield begins to break again. So double breakage for him. As Sparky charges in on top of Ozrino, he's got to pop the mech now, so he's in a little bit of a world of hurt. As Lohar needs to try and get himself out of there and rejoin his team. But an early cap here coming out for Ancient Templar.
And Ancient Templar, they're going no Lucio, going 3 tanks and 2 DPS. And it's a very interesting strategy to see come out from them because it is no Lucio speed boost, but they played it really slow, really consolidated. They made sure they kept Sparky alive for a huge amount of that push. He got stunned by Plex with a really good stun grenade thrown over the top, but immediately Spoons following up with the hook, taking out Plex of that fight. And from there, Sparky's able to sit back a little bit while he was bio grenaded and just heal up. So interesting strategy coming out from them, and Flake already swapping back to that tried and true Lucio.
6 minutes and 42 seconds left here for Versus to defend on the second checkpoint, which could be quite difficult as a couple of members are still coming back from the spawn point, which is Plex. So 5 members is still gathered up, but they've let a lot of ground go to Ancient Templar.
Yeah, and right now they've all grouped their players. They need to go right in now and play the aggression themselves. Don't let Ancient Templar get the aggression on them, because right now they're just letting them walk forward.
There's only going to be one fight here, and that Dragon Strike from Wuvo is just going to decimate everybody there on top of the Blizzard.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that Blizzard should have really come out there. When you're using a Graviton Surge, when you're going for this Hanzo Zaya combo, that really typical, that kill combo, that only used to be countered. We didn't see a lot previously because of the Zenyatta was so prevalent. Now with a lot less Zenyatta, you see just this Dragon Strike, Graviton Surge. I'm not sure. I think they should have really held on to that Mail because they could have been using that going to this next point just to keep that momentum rolling forward. Free
Agent A going to find themselves now with going up against 7 minutes and 45 seconds to defend. The Control Alt Salt charges in with the Nano Boost. He's caught up from the rest of his team. Sparky lands an Earth Shatter, which is going to keep Control Alt Salt at bay, but the Sound Barrier is going to come out here for Versus moving forward. And the Earth Shatter is going to come out for Control Alt Salt before being taken down with the Sleep Dart. Wuvo and Project do get 1 kill each. They're going to find themselves in enemy territory, and they've caught up from the rest of the team, Doctor.
This really split fight here, and Project's going to get caught out really long way behind, but Wuvo's going to be able to walk away. And because they got that really late pick on Lodar and Beza, they're going to be able to completely apply this aggression constantly here, as Ozroni actually manages to chase down Wuvo there.
Yeah, he can't. He could crawl away from him up along the wall like Spider-Man, but technology beats Spider-Man though in the real world, so he could just thrust his way up there, D.Va, and pick out Wubo.
Yeah, caught out. It was still an okay play from them. They're going to be able to group up and get their players back in time, so they're going to start getting really close to this another Graviton Surge and Dragon Strike combo, a little bit further behind on the Graviton Surge though. As again, they lose the... Did they lose that grab? Yeah.
The Graviton worked. It landed, but it barely got any members, and we had, I think it was, okay, who's D.Va? Someone was D.Va, and they just managed to hit, no, did someone switch off D.Va on Ancient Templar?
I don't think they've been running a D.Va, they've been running this really aggressive double tank, double DPS the whole time, so they got the main in it, I saw at the end there, so
yeah.
Not going to be able to clean him up as now, there's the combo coming out now.
A much better Graviton on the Surge with the Dragon Strike over the top. It's going to give Wubo a triple kill, and everyone's going to keep moving forward here, moving that checkpoint, moving the cart onto the checkpoint.
Yep, that combo once again, and now they're going to have this male team probably just... Or they're probably going to make it in time if they actually play all 3 players on the point.
Yeah, Flake looking all giddy there as his team moves on. Has a celebratory emote, but I haven't seen too many good Hanzos in the scene, and Wubo can definitely play Hanzo.
We saw TJK the other night, so I don't know. That's his competition there, because TJK has some insane Hanzo plays coming out of him.